Hey y'all, I am currently riding on the Ray up here just because I really wanted to. It's nice to be up here, you get to see a whole lot of stuff. But I wanted to address something. There was a lack of videos on my channel at the end of last week because we had a bit of a medical scare in my immediate family. I had to rush to the emergency room and I was unable to record or edit anything for the last part of the week. So, what I'm doing with this video is I'm revealing a whole lot of plans that I've made. This is going to be a very short video, but I've been talking about wanting to build a mega factory. Now, my mega factory idea has come out of the desire to just increase production. Currently, I've got all of this as my production, but it just doesn't feel like enough. I mean, honestly, I don't think I'll ever need more than what I've got, but it doesn't feel like it's enough to really do, to go through the game without having to wait on stuff, without having to really build anything. Because there's more to the game. There's definitely more to the game. There's quantum computing, things like that. But that hasn't been released yet, and I want to make sure that I'm ready for that when it comes time. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and triple my output. I had an idea. I was looking into how to build a mega factory. Now, I didn't Google how to build a mega factory. No, I went and I decided to see just how much resources I had around here. And I went to a website called satisfactorymap.com, and this is what I found out. I drew a red border around everything that I thought I could handle getting, and that is quite a lot of resources. We're talking tens of thousands of things. I mean, like nearly 15,000 iron, 11,500 limestone, 6,500 copper. There's just a ton of resources. Hello, train. That just looks cool. But anyway, it was a lot of resources to try to handle, and I thought, if I had that much, what could I do with it? And turns out it's a whole heck of a lot. Way more than I feel like I could ever handle doing in this game. So instead, what I decided to do is I just decided on how much output I wanted to come out of my factory. Is that a Mercer sphere? Huh, there's a Mercer sphere there. I need to get that. Anyway, I decided that I wanted to have 3 manufacturers, well, maybe 5. 5 manufacturers each for the most pertinent parts. And I'm talking, there's 6 top tier parts that you can get. I mean, 5 or 4, depending on how you look at it. But there's nuclear fuel rods, which we've taken care of with our nuclear fuel facility over there. Heavy modular frames, which we are currently making, just with one manufacturer over at the main base over there. There's supercomputers, which I'm making over there. Turbo motors, which I'm making over there. And then there's Nobelisks and cartridges. Now, you need Nobelisks to make cartridges, so cartridges could be the top tier. And then turbo motors, there's an alternate recipe for the radio control units that actually uses supercomputers. So there could be that version of that takes care of one of the top tier items as well. So there's a few. And then there's also batteries, but I don't really see the need for batteries at the moment because I don't know what they're going to be used in. They definitely will be used in the future. I just don't know with what. But I don't have a need for them right now, so there's no reason for me to automate them. I might tack that on at the end just so I have them for the future, but for right now I want to redo all my construction and manufacturing and stuff to make it so that we've got everything set up for the main parts. Now, that's going to require a lot of resources, but not nearly as many as are available in the area. That's going to be almost 2,000 iron, 1,500 copper, about 1,000 limestone. I mean, it's way lower. I'm not going to go through all of the numbers with you guys because there's a lot of them and they're huge. But the amount of manufacturing that's going to be going on is going to be insane. And then I also want to use the same style that we had with the nuclear fuel facility and build my factory that way so that it is nice and organized, it's nice and pretty, and we can navigate through it really well. Another issue I was having was trying to decide where it was going to go. I could build it out over the void, I could build it out over the ocean, but I decided ultimately, because I don't want to have to be running back and forth between with huge distances, because I had to do that building the nuclear fuel facility, and oh my goodness, that was just ridiculous. There were so many rides in the Explorer back and forth from here out to there, it was just crazy. So what I decided to do was build it over there. I've started construction on it. Let's see if we... Oh, well. It's been doing this. The game has been doing this. Like, you pull up the map, it's in super low res mode, and then it'll freeze as it tries to load everything in, and once it does, everything's hunky-dory. But, see, there it is. But it's just been kind of crazy. So I built my first my first little section into this cliff face right here. There's 1, 2, 3 normal iron nodes right there that I'm currently using. I've got them with Mark III miners, each sharded up to the max, so they're each producing 600 iron. Now, nothing is on in there yet, but I want to show you guys what all I've done in there. So as you can see, I've built the building into the cliff face, which works out really well. It looks really cool. I also went ahead and, since I don't want to have to recolor everything, I changed the default color setting. By using the color gun, I went in and I changed this color scheme to be whatever this was down here. I tried to fix this one to be that one, but it didn't work. So I changed this color scheme, and that's the default. So now everything that I build will have that color, so I don't have to worry about coloring things unless I really, really want to. But in here, what we've got, go away color gun, got this little staircase coming up here, but I've got 1, 2, 3 Mark III miners mining away at iron that I've hidden underneath the platforms, the foundations. They still work, as long as I've got them over the thing and they're not too far off of it, they still work, which is crazy. They'll drill right through the foundations into the ground. Each one of those is going to a normal storage unit, just as a buffer, because I'm going to be producing more than what I am going to need currently with these 3. So it'll back up, and then I can use some excess and stuff. But these are going to go up a floor. And I've got the interstage floor set up all behind here. Like, I don't really know I don't really know how things are going to go in there, but that's the level of one of the interstages. Up here, I've got a non-powered floor. What I mean by non-powered is nothing on this floor requires power. Go figure. So, I've got an entrance out the back, and I've built a number of crafting stations and equipment benches so that I can have multiple people on here all building at once. And over here, I've set up 9 industrial storage containers for the 9 most commonly used items that I'm going to need. So the 9 most commonly used items in my construction are our iron plates, reinforced iron plates, steel beams, encased industrial beams, alclad aluminum sheets, iron rods, concrete, wire, and cables. I built a very small, just one wide conveyor belt so that they can come out the end so I know what's in what. Currently, these are completely empty because I don't have any manufacturing set up to handle all of them. But underneath here, we're going to have conveyor lifts bringing up those items, so all of those items are going to be funneled into here, all of the excess. I'm actually going to have dedicated construction set up for all of these items, and I might do that first, but I'm going to set that up so that they can come into here and I can have these items available to me all the time. But with all the machines that I've got that are going to be running, it's going to be just insane to make this entire project work. And come on, let me out. But out the back, you can see the radar tower over there. It looks really cool. But this is the level I was going to start building at. It was right here. The reason why is because it's high enough to get over that. There's a bunch of the gas rock things out there that can kill me, so I wanted to build above them. I do need to test that. I need to build out like from this corner over here and just make sure that at this height I don't get hurt. But I'll test that later. But eventually all of that is going to go, and I'm definitely going to have to relocate the train stations. They might come alongside here. I don't know, and I've got to redo everything, but many more episodes to go, and we will see the construction of a mega factory happen, which will be awesome. So, thank you for your understanding, and thank you for your understanding with last week. Again, I'm sorry about that. Unavoidable. But we are going to continue with the construction in this game. So, if you liked what you saw, please hit that like button, subscribe to see more, and y'all come back now.